who I'm having trouble ranking in week 14, and maybe I shouldn't actually be having that much trouble doing it. They both have productive week 12s for the Cardinals bye, but DeAndre Hopkins versus Marquise Brown, because I just feel like we haven't seen like the end of the story here. We don't know if Rondale Moore is going to be back from his groin injury this week. They're playing Bill Belichick and the Patriots, who stands to reason his powers that be. He can apparently still take away your number one weapon. He's going to focus a lot of attention on DeAndre Hopkins, whose targets fell to only 6 in Marquise Brown's healthy week 12 return. He still caught 4 balls for 87 yards and a touchdown. Marquise Brown had 6 catches for 46 yards and a touchdown, I believe. I think he had a touchdown. No, I don't think he had a touchdown. But I'm not talking about like ranking Marquise Brown ahead of DeAndre Hopkins, guys, but does Marquise Brown being back kind of remove DeAndre Hopkins from wide receiver 1 consideration?
I don't think so. To me,
I can't say so yet.
I wouldn't go that far. It's possible that, right, we look back on the final stretch of games. It turns out Marquise Brown, really good receiver, took targets off the table. But I think depending on how they use him, like he could just be the perfect clear out option. Not that he's like a wind sprinter by any means, but we know this offense is designed to funnel like shallow across the field type of stuff, which is perfect for what DeAndre Hopkins is going to do. It is not perfect at all for what Marquise Brown could be doing. So I'm more confident in DeAndre Hopkins' ability to earn targets in this offense and earn a lot of targets. So I'm probably still going to rank him as a wide receiver 1. I think obviously he's not going to, I won't have him as like in the conversation for top 5, which without Marquise Brown, it almost wasn't even a conversation.
He became like top 5 or 6 in a week.
Yeah, that's the type of production he was putting out.
So I think I'm going to, I'll dock him to, 8, 9, 10 range, somewhere in there, but I'm not going to pull him out of the wide receiver 1 ranks yet. I'm not even really considering it, honestly.
Here's who I have him behind, though. I mean, I don't know who to like jam him ahead of. T. Higgins, DK Metcalf, Keenan Allen, who's going to see 1 million targets against the Dolphins, Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle, Chris Godwin. Like, I just feel like with the uncertainty, it was kind of enough for me to get DeAndre Hopkins behind those guys.
I think I'd take him over every single one of them. Maybe not Garrett Wilson.
You taking Garrett Wilson over D-Hop?
Dude, Garrett Wilson's so good. The thing is,
I'm taking Garrett Wilson over D-Hop too.
Yeah.
240 yards last week. Garrett Wilson, 15 targets.
First up, 240 air yards. You can cite his actual yards were incredible.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, did I say air?
I'll tell you what. He would have had 240. Mike White missed him on a 70-yard touchdown. He had him, overshot him a little bit. He would have went for over 200 in that game, which is crazy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have him ranked clearly, according to you guys. I'm gonna have him ranked quite high.
And in the whole Bill Belichick, he ain't stopping nobody best record no more.
Yes, he is, and I heard that get slipped in there, and I almost called it out.
I know. I mean, someone
getting roasted. I mean, Stephon Diggs didn't go off, but 7 for 92 is still like that's
not
chipping away.
That ain't stopped.
Yeah, that's not
kind of
stopped.
Contained Diggs this year a lot better than he did last year.
I would say Justin Jefferson's game 745 and 1 is more of contained, but D-Hop about to do something. Well, hopefully, I mean, I don't know. He gonna get targets because he's gonna force Kyler Murray to throw in the ball. He gonna be like, son, throw me the ball, or they're going to be arguing on the sideline, and D-Hop definitely could beat up Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he could. And
Marquise Brown definitely doesn't have as good of a shot to beat up Kyler Murray just based on their size.
I still would take Marquise Brown.
I would take him too, but
it's a lot of people I'd take over Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
I'll take both of y'all and definitely myself over Kyler Murray.
You think he's all talk is what you're saying, basically? He is kind of the guy. It seems like he would instigate and then do the thing. Like when a guy throws a punch on the NBA court.
Someone do it. Hold me, please.
He seems like a hold me back. He does.
He's a hold me back kind of guy. Definitely is.
I have Marquise Brown in the top 24, by the way. I have him ahead of Mike Evans. I don't
know about that. I didn't chime in on the Mike Evans talk earlier, but like
slander, you mean?
Yeah, from week 6 to 10, he had like 7 fewer targets, but 40% of the air yards more.
He looks gassed. He just looks gassed to me.
He's a tall guy. They get gassed.
He's gassed and tired of not getting the ball.
Yeah, he is. By the way, Kyler Murray, D-Hop, man. Kyler Murray's been like daring D-Hop to take a swing at him, and D-Hop has not been doing it.
He gonna be done slap him by week 17.
I will say,
because by then they'd be done lost 10 games. He be pissed off. He fed up now.
He's been daring him to take a swing at them.
The one person on that sideline who hates Kyler Murray most, Cliff Kingsbury, is the one person on that sideline I don't think I'd take against him. I'd take Kyler in that one.
I don't know. Maybe Cliff.
I'm with you on that. But I wasn't thinking about the coach. But yeah, I'm with you on that.
Hold on. Maybe Cliff's a former NFL player for one. So he's not like he's just some guy off the street. And he's been bottling a lot up.
I think that's
true. Because you don't like if you're a coach and your player reacting like that, it's like a teacher and a student. You can't, as the teacher, you can't punch the student. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Cliff in the leadership position, like you have to be the calmer head.
You have to punch your player. You have to.
You actually do. You need to send a message.
I don't know. The architecture of Cliff's house makes me think he's gone soft since he played football. He lives in too much of a beautiful, curated home to actually throw a punch, I think.
Well, did you know Cliff Kingsbury? You would never guess this by seeing him on the sideline on Fox. He's 6'3". He's got like 3
he was a passing machine back in his day.
He was a legend.
Paved the way for Patrick Mahomes.
He was a legend on the NCAA football game.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad someone. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right. Definitely had a 9. He was ranked at least 95.
He was high because he could throw.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBC Sports and Rotoworld.com. Just want to thank you so much for watching what you just watched, or at least being too lazy to click out of it after the autoplay just kept it going. So either way, thank you so much for just letting it scroll by your screen. And now I'd like to ask you respectfully, please subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel for the latest NFL news, fantasy headlines from Rotoworld, and betting analysis from NBC Sports Edge.